Euclid's Elements, Book 3, Prop 37. If a point be taken outside a circle, and from that point two straight lines fall on the circle, one cutting the circle and the other falling on the circle, and furthermore, if the rectangle contained by the whole of the cutting line plus the piece outside between the point and the convex circumference, if that rectangle be equal to the square on the falling line, then that line that falls on the circle will also touch the circle. In other words, that line will be tangent. So here is our given. Let's do a blue circle. So if we have a point outside a circle, let's say we have point D outside a circle. And from this point, if we have two straight lines that fall on the circle, one cutting the circle at A and C, and the other falling on the circle like this. And furthermore, if it's given that the rectangle contained by the whole of the straight line plus this outside piece, so if the rectangle contained by AD, DC, together, no, if that is equal to the square on DB, then we can prove that this line that falls on the circle, we can prove that DB touches our circle ABC. Okay, so the first step in this proof is to draw a line that we know touches the circle. So using Prop 3, Book 3, Prop 17, we can, from any given point, we can draw a line that touches the circle. So let's draw that touching line, okay, and let's have it touch the circle at D. All right, and let's take the center of the circle. So we draw D, oops, sorry. That's A, B, C, D, D, E. So we're going to draw DE touching the circle. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to find the center, okay, which we can do Book 3, Prop 1. So let's find the center and let it be F. And then we're going to connect FE. And we know that if we have a line that touches the circle and we connect the center of the circle to that touching line, then that's going to create a right angle. We know that from Book 3, Prop 18. Therefore, we know angle DEF is a right angle. So now let's connect a few more things. Let's connect DF and FB. Now, some things we can note is that EF and FB are radii of the same circle, so they're going to be equal. But what we want to look at here is we want to look at DCA. In our previous prop, Book 3, Prop 36, we found out that when we have a line that cuts a circle and a line that touches a circle, so in this case we have a line cutting the circle and a line touching the circle, we found out that the rectangle contained by the whole of the line plus this outside piece. So we found out that the rectangle contained by AD, DC is equal to the square on the touching line, in this case DE. So since we created this touching line, we can invoke Prop 36 that says this rectangle is contained by AD, DC is equal to the square on DE. But it's also given, right, that the square on ADDC is equal to the square on DB. So the square on DB is equal to that same rectangle. Well, now, obviously we have the square on DE is equal to ADDC, and the square on DB is equal to ADDC. So we have two things that are equal to the same thing. Therefore, from common notion 1, they are equal to each other. Therefore, we can say the square on DE is equal to the square on DB. Well, we can unsquare these, right? If the squares are equal, and a square is made up of 4 equal sides, that means each of these sides must be equal. Therefore, we can say that the side DE is equal to the side DB. So we can say that this is equal to this. All right, and as I mentioned, these radii are equal because all radii in the same circle are equal. And we should be able to see that this triangle, the triangle DEF, triangle DBF, they share this line in common, or that base in common. And so we should be able to see that we can prove that this triangle and this triangle are equal because we have side 1 equal, side 2 equal, and side 3 in common. And so if we invoke our side, side, side proof of the equality of triangles from book 1, prop 8, that's our side, side, side proof. Not only can we prove that the triangles are equal in every respect, but their corresponding angles are equal. And in particular, the angle DEF will be equal to angle DBF. Therefore, and since this is a right angle, and these angles are equal, therefore this will be a right angle. So they are both right angles. Now we're almost there. Now we just have to invoke the porism of book 3, prop 16, which says if we, at the extremity of a diameter, so we can extend FB to make a diameter, it says that if at the extremity of a diameter, a line, if at the extremity of a diameter, if a line makes contact with the extremity of that diameter at a right angle, then that line will be a touching line. And we have DB making contact with the extremity of this diameter at a right angle. Therefore, DB is a touching line. It is tangent. And that's exactly what we're trying to prove, that DB indeed touches circle ABC. Therefore, if we have a point outside a circle, and from that point 2 lines fall on the circle, one cutting the circle and one falling on the circle, and if furthermore, if the rectangle contained by the whole of the straight line plus the piece outside is equal to the square on this falling line, then that line that falls on the circle will also be a touching line. And therefore we can prove that DB touches our circle. And this not only works if DA is not through the center, but it also, if we move that line up, you should be able to see, if we just move that up through the center, the proof works exactly the same. The construction doesn't have to change at all. So we can prove it whether it goes not through the center or whether it goes through the center. Therefore, we've done what we've set out to do, and we can conclude with QED.